Yeah, what are you going to do?
What did you do on your vacation if you weren't going swimming, hitting the waves?
It was a very strange vacation in that I didn't have anything to do. I would sleep while everybody went and did their things early on. They'd get up and do early morning walks. I would sleep. Then they would get back and go to breakfast, and I would still sleep. Then they would go to the beach, and I would still sleep. I'd wake up around 11:30, take a shower, get ready for lunch. And then it would be so hot that they would be like, well, we just want to go back to the room and lay down for a little bit. And I was just like, well, fuck, I just did that for the last 17 hours.
Come on, guys.
So I was like, okay, all right, I get it. It was really hot. There really wasn't much to do, which was I knew going in that this would be one of those kind of vacations that I wasn't going to have much to do. I mean, the highlight was we were so bored one night that we looked up weird New Jersey things in Wildwood.
Oh, yeah?
Not Wildwood. Why do I keep saying
Cape
Wildwood?
May.
Cape May. And there was this gigantic fish, like a fake fish that was on someone's property that made it into weird New Jersey. And I was like, well, let's hop in the car, go look at the fish. We got the address, but it was dark. We couldn't find it. And then it turned out that the fish had been destroyed in a storm years ago. So we were looking for a fish that didn't exist.
Wow.
How many days?
4 days looking for that fucking fish.
Oh,
4 days.
One. How many hotel rooms you break this into?
What does that mean? Like, how many did I trash?
No. How many rooms do you get? Do each of the girls get their own?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 3 rooms.
3 rooms. Smart.
3 rooms.
Yeah.
Because my mother-in-law went too.
Where'd she stay?
In in her own room.
Oh, so the girls share their own.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense, I guess.
Did she go to the beach too?
She couldn't make it down to the beach. She's a little bit older now, and the beaches in Wildwood are like, why do I keep saying Wildwood?
Did you go to Wildwood?
I went one night. We went to Wildwood.
Did you?
Wildwood's crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Wildwood's, it's even more like party atmosphere than like in the 80s.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's some roughs.
Good times?
So some rough.
Oh, some rough patches in that
and
boardwalk?
there's some people. There's some like
thugs?
I don't want to say no. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean there's there's a party atmosphere going on there.
Oh, okay, so it's a good time.
Well,
in a way.
if you're under like 50, yeah, but if you're over 50, you're just like, this is not.
Oh, we just missed the cutoff, huh?
This is not for me.
Doesn't sound fun
It's a little
to me.
loud. It's a little bit loud, and there's fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we saw 2 fights. It happened right on the boardwalk.
Oh shit! Were they wearing masks?
No, nobody was wearing masks. Nobody was wearing masks. Nobody.
The human race.
Now, were you guys, or did you guys say fuck it too? Because I never wear them outside.
It was that fucking hot out.
Yeah, right. You can't.
It was so hard to wear a mask. Even at a point, I was like, "Fuck it," you know.
How many fights did you get into?
But the beaches are so far, like to get to the water.
Oh yeah, it's like LA,
miles.
where it's like a mile away.
Yeah, and she has COPD. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she can't really make it, and so I had to push her around in a wheelchair for the better part of the whole vacation. How my arms look? I thought I'd look like Arnold.
You're pretty buff, man. Yeah, I got it in the forearms.
There was times where I was like, it was 99 degrees.
Pushing her through the sand in a wheelchair.
I'm like, oh man, you owe me big time. I was looking at my wife and I was like, I'm gonna fucking come back looking for a little payback for this.
That is rough.
It was tough.
You got that comic book man money sitting around. Why don't you get an electric wheelchair?
I told my wife that. I was like, can't we please just go rent one of these rascals?
Like a Jazzy or some shit?
And she was like, I'll look into it. And so, and I was like, every day before, as the trip was upon us, I was like, did you look into it? Yeah, I'll look into it today. Yeah, there's none. And I was like, you didn't even look. I know you didn't look.
What about a moped?
Didn't do any investigation. You just want me to push it.
Yeah.
You think I'm 30 still. I'm not.
No, I didn't think that.
But you think
it is weird. Like, why wouldn't you just do it?
I have no idea. I think she was scared off by the fact that, it was probably going to be more than you would think.
Yeah. Still, though,
You're talking about in the blazing heat. Yeah. Like you got to go up these ramps to get on to these. And
it's boards, right? So it's not easy.
Yeah. So it's like I said, man, I look like Conan on the Wheel of Death. Remember in that fucking.
No shirt on, and you
just hear that boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's big down here too, and I'm just like, well, the fuck lunatics like this lobster roll.
Lobster roll.
Oh, I love a good lobster roll.
Oh my god, it fucking smells like a dumpster.
Well, hold on, hold on. I don't know that I love Jersey Shore lobster roll, but you go to a restaurant, they put together a nice fucking lobster roll.
Okay, so there was a Rita's Italian ice place right next door to a lobster roll place.
Yeah. So
all you're doing is your senses are assaulted by the lobster roll, and you can't even enjoy the Italian ice. You know, it was just like a wasted fucking. Yeah. It's $7 for a fucking Italian ice.
Jesus.
Can't imagine what the lobster roll costs then. You're looking at $20.
Oh, I bet. And it's fucking cold, right? A lobster roll.
Usually you can have warm ones too.
I think I've had it warm.
When's the
last
time you had a lobster roll?
The last few years.
3 on the drive down here.
when we shoot in places that have lobster rolls, I'll order one.
Yeah.
I used to. My cholesterol now I think will preclude me.
Oh, they're high in cholesterol?
Oh, they take the bun and they soak it in butter and then they just grill it a little bit. So yeah.
Wait a minute, I didn't see no bread in what I saw.
Well, what do you think the roll is?
It looked like a frozen piece of like fish meat on a stick.
No, that's not a lobster roll.
Maybe what I saw wasn't a lobster roll.
No, definitely not. It
looked like a frozen piece of shell meat.
Oh, no wonder why you think this doesn't look. Well, you wouldn't like it anyway.
You love a lobster roll.
They take a hot dog bun or something like it.
Okay.
They soak it in butter, not all the way through, but they soak it in butter. Then they grill that, and then they put the lobster meat on top of that, on like a bed of lettuce and some sauce and stuff like that. It's fucking great.
If you're into lobster, yeah.
How much does that go for a lobster roll?
Usually, I think, man, I've been in those stupid fucking super fancy restaurants where a lobster roll is like $50, but normally they get them for like 20 bucks. Right?
I think Panera Bread has them seasonally. They're like $18. If you're into lobster rolls.
Lobster's high-end eating, right?
It has that reputation, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen a stand, though, that sold it, though. That was one of the things that I took a photo of.
The fish meat fucking on a fish on a stick.
And we stopped at an aquarium on the boardwalk in Wildwood, and I thought it was so fucked up is that you can buy live fish to feed to piranhas.
Really?
What?
Yeah. I thought it was so fucked up. I was just like, and I saw parents with their children running over and buying these goldfish so that their kids can drop them in the tank so they can watch the piranhas rip them to shreds.
Did you watch it?
I didn't want to watch that.
No.
Yeah, I was just like, that's I don't know if I'm just getting older but
that's weird.
I know you don't want to watch fights. You don't want to watch.
No, I don't want to watch fights in case it spills over and I'm fucking, my arms are all tired from pushing my mother-in-law all day.
Right, yeah, I got all spaghetti arms. Oh no!
I could barely lift them out of my pockets. They're so tired.
Why did you get that rascal?
Yeah, but I thought that was strange though. That's like something that like was a hit at this like fucking shitty ass aquarium we went to. I mean, it was low rent aquarium.
It used to be like you could buy what are they hermit crabs and shit down in Wildwood. That was a big thing.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Like painted shells and stuff, like SpongeBob painted on the shell.
Yeah.
Every other stand, you could buy a hermit crab cage that comes with a free hermit crab.
Right.
And the big thing. I mean, they're still trying to blow out all the Fortnite shirts down in Wildwood. Apparently, it's not selling well.
Not as popular as they hoped.
But another shirt that I saw everywhere, and I'm just like, who the fuck is wearing this shirt? It says, I'm not gay.
But $20
But $20 is $20?
Yes.
Like,
every stand sells it.
Who's wearing that shirt? Like, when we went down when we were in our teens, would we ever wear a shirt like that? We'd come back
at
fucking proudly.
At any age. Like, I get it's supposed to be a joke, but it's like...
How do you know it?
I don't know.
How do you know that joke?
How do?
Yeah, how did you
me
know?
personally?
Have you
I've
been
seen
on
the
the
shirt.
boardwalk?
I saw the shirt on the boardwalk. Yeah,
They sell them in New Orleans too
Yeah.
when we were
Yeah,
down
they're all
there.
over
I've
the
never
place.
seen it before till this trip, and I was just like,
very popular.
That's popular.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be. It's at every stand. It's like the thing they put out
Bro,
to like
it's
get to lure people
2020,
in.
man.
That's the selling. That's how they're going to draw you in. Well, we're real men. It doesn't occur to us to prostitute ourselves for $20.
I just don't know, like,
No, I prostitute myself for way more than $20, but trust me,
You're going to do it.
this mouth is stretched out.
it's just,
I have to reckon with myself at one point in my life. I don't know what I'm going to do.
yeah, but the shirts are so chintzy looking. It's just like the worst font.
Oh, there's shit. And then if you buy one, I found out like years ago when I went there, it's like, okay, you got your shirt. Now the lettering's extra. Oh, you don't want that lettering to come off the first time you wash it? We got to put this special plastic shit over it. Just so you know, a T-shirt's like $60.
Fucking, and they're all like Gildans from like the late 80s that they still have a back supply of.
Gildan, yeah, how the fuck do they? I mean, they only stay in business because they're the fucking.
They're like Walmart.
They're the cheapest
right?
They're the
option.
cheapest shirt on the planet.
Yeah, I heard recently they branched out and have a second line for like people who want shirts that actually like look like a shirt. But yeah, Gildans are just they're a disaster.
Yeah, like one wash, you're like, was this a shirt at one time?
Wait a second, what are you guys printing?
No. They're like, sit down, kid.
Oh, no.
You gotta cut that out, kid.
I know.
All right, now we gotta, Jack, you gotta remove that.
No, that's the new line that I was talking
yeah, that's
about.
the high-end
That's
Gildan,
it. That's
yes,
the high-end Gildans.
That's the cashmere, Gildan.